Hey guys, it's Max Convexity. I hope everyone's having a great day. Let's check out how these Defiance funds finished the day up. Oh, that's nice. I'm showing this one right here, 673,000. It's windy here in Austin. I'm trying to speak into the microphone. I hope you guys can hear me all right. All right, so they sold an option and it looks like it finished 50 points in the money. So they sold it for 93, so it's still a nice profit. That takes these guys to 12 cents a share positive on the month. Just a second. Get over here. 12 cents a share positive on the month. JEPI estimate 78 cents, which is nice. Extrinsic capture so far 66 cents. Or no, 56 cents. Or 66 cents. Oh my gosh. All right. So let's see what happened. You got to be kidding me. Let's see what happened to JEPY. All right, here's good old JEPY. JEPY lost $34,000. You got to be kidding me. So they sold 266 options at $52.50 for 14 bucks. They had to pay 15 to get out of them. So the market probably tailed off right at the end of the day. There's still 27 cents a share positive so far on the month. 56-cent dividend estimate. 48 cents captured thus far. All right, and I got it from a commenter told me how many options these guys had. I want to say it was 677. But in any event, I'll check that, and over the weekend I'll make sure everything's correct. When I see that, when I get today's results, it'll anyway. All right, so but if it is, that takes the dividend to $1.28, which is really good. That's what it was 2 months ago when I first started making estimates, and that's the one I picked. I said it was going to be 70 cents, and it was $1.29. The reason I said it was going to be 70 cents is because they had actually made $1.40 off short calls, but I didn't think there's any way they'd pay that much, so I cut it in half. Well, anyway, they did. They took the $1.40 and they paid 90% of it, is what I think, and that's $1.29. So that's when the light bulb went off, and so now I've predicted it using that methodology, and it gets me a lot closer than anything else has. All right, so this IWMY guys, these guys lost $1.5 million, it looks like. So these guys did not. They had a suboptimal day. This was not, of course, they're still at 94 cents a share positive earnings per share on the month. I mean, they've captured $1.09 worth of extrinsic. Nice job, guys. TLT is in the valley of death. We talked about that at lunch. It's in the valley of death, but it's still what it's designed to do. It's fine. It's fine. Let's see how this is working. Well, also we'll look at some charts too. This was the stock that was down the most. It doesn't really look that bad on the chart, but and on my buffer report, it looks like it just got murdered, but it was down a lot. I mean, let's see, what percentage is that? Well, it looks like it zeroed it out. Look over here. It says it was down, 4.89% or 4.77%. AIYY, rough day. Sky, rough day. Although it's doing its buffer job. Buffer's fine. Coney caught a lot of buffer here. Look at that. Great job, Coney. I don't know what's going on with Tesla. TSLP had a rough day. Just saw a great interview on the Coach's channel. He interviewed the fund manager from Curve, or one of the fund managers from Curve, and he was talking about TSLP and saw their other funds. They have some nice single name stock ETFs, and they're similar to Yield Max, except they use the monthly, and he was saying they use the 30 Delta. I don't know if you guys saw my video about how I think that old Wall Street has cracked the code, and the 30 Delta monthly, if there's any strategy that has a chance of outperforming the underlying, that to me has the greatest chance. So anyway, that's exactly the strategy these guys are doing. I think it's the strategy that JP Morgan's doing. I was thinking it's the strategy that IVWW was doing, or I still do. IVWW does 2% out of the money, but I think that's part of the strategy too. Am I on camera? Oh, for FaceTime. I'm on Face. I turned on my FaceTime camera by mistake. That's funny. All right. I'm working on a video. All right. So let's check out the single day. Or first, let's go to just this week only. Well, it's not working as usual. All right. Single day index and bond ETFs. Look at triple QI killing it. JEPQ killing it. I'm always talking how steady SFAL is. It makes 20 cents every day, or 20 basis points. Today I made 17. IQQQ has been hot lately. It had a big day yesterday. ULTY has been either hot or cold. It was hot yesterday, cold the day before. YMAG killing it. Just to refresh, the high yield stock is in blue, and the benchmark is in red. All right, so let's look at some of these single name stocks. Don't know what's going on with my Tesla quote. NVIDIA just killing it. Misty doing the opposite. PI looking good. PP, whatever you want to call it. PY. Pretty soon maybe they'll release one as PU poo poo or something. These inverse ETFs like Crash that have a funny name, or it's not really funny, it's more like ironic, an ironic name. Who's releasing those? Is that Yield Max or Defiance? That's Yield Max. The inverse single names. Maybe Poo would be a good name for, I don't know what brand. What brand do you think would be a good sponsor for the PU ETF? I don't know. Toilet paper? I'm not sure. Okay. So let's look over here at the S&P high yield funds. Bally, iSpy were the standouts today. JEPI was the underperformer. JEPY, I don't know. I don't know what's happening with JEPY. We'll go to Yahoo Finance. That and Tesla, for some reason, aren't showing up. Like I always say, these charts are amazing and stuff, and they do great stuff, but I wish they were more reliable. As far as the pulling the automatic quotes and everything goes. This is showing unchanged right here, just dead flat. So, that makes sense. Then after hours, I never look at after hours. But yeah, dead flat for during the day. So that explains it then. Surely Tesla wasn't dead flat either, but it wasn't showing up. Now Tesla was down 115 basis points. Yeah, for some reason my Tesla's not showing up. All right. This weekly chart's my favorite chart. I wish it would work. It just shows the change from last Friday to this Friday. I mean, it's not too much to ask for, right? Maybe it is. Maybe it is. It looks like it is. Nice day, YMAG. FEPI had a nice day. We've already talked about IQQQ. Maxi was actually underperformed, down 2.3%. YBTC down 1.9%. So we can now compare them to each other, and we can also compare them to BITO, because BITO is the benchmark. It's not really a benchmark, but we're going to use that as our benchmark, because that's kind of that universe they play in. The reason that I'm following YBTC and Maxi is because these funds both sell options. I try to specialize just in the funds that sell the options for income. So, you know, BITO, there's nothing wrong with it, but all they do is buy futures and replicate a long position, which is great. That's all you need to do anymore. I'm not saying anything about it, but I don't really follow them as much just because they don't have any type of option selling strategy. I'm trying to add value where I can, and that, you know, I think it's in that area. All right, guys. Well, TGIF made it through another week. I'm trying to think when I'll be back. I'm working on a video, so maybe I'll be back tonight or tomorrow with an original video I think you guys will like. You guys have a wonderful evening. Later.